What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Got a unboxing video for you guys today, and this is going to cover the continuing series of videos I'm doing on fire protection and personal safes for preparedness for preppers. And those of you living in the city, as you know, or you may not know, I just recently relocated to Los Angeles in the middle of the fires. So that has totally changed my view on and perception of and my preparedness plan. So now I'm taking fire protection very seriously, as we all should. But when it happens so close to home, as you could say, it really makes a difference. So I did a couple other videos where I went to Home Depot and Lowe's, and I got that fire resistant document bag over there. From Lowe's, but the other safes that they had, portable chest safes, the small and the medium size, were not actually big enough to fit that document bag. So what I have here is something I found using the Capital One Shopping app. Again, I have a referral code. If you use the Capital One Shopping app, or you sign up using my link, you'll get a $40 reward bonus after 90 days. You don't even have to make any purchases. You just have to have it installed for 90 days, and I highly recommend it. I highly suggest it. I will also get a $40 bonus, so we'll both get a bonus. But and I only have 5 more slots available, so please, if you're interested, I highly encourage you to check out the link. It's a great way to save money and get money back on your everyday purchases. So you can use those rewards money back for gift cards. I mean, mainly, like I have another video, I totally talk about how you can use it at Bass Pro or Cabela's, and you can use it for anything. I mean, they're just gift cards, right? So that includes firearms, includes ammo. So it's cool. And for this one here, we're going to unbox the safe I did find that I believe will be big enough. We're going to find out. This is a Honeywell model 1104. So now another thing I like to always remind people is you don't need a massive EDC knife. You just need this keychain knife. I promise you. I'm the main tool I use on here on an everyday basis is the scissors. Okay? And I challenge you, if you think you need a $100 folding knife, and you only really need this $20 keychain Swiss Army knife. I promise you it's all you're gonna really ever need for a daily, for a true EDC. You can use it for your package opening. The scissors comes in handy. It's much safer to have a small blade, and it is very travel friendly. This has made it through TSA a number of times. So we're gonna do the unboxing here, guys. Just gonna cut this open. Now I will say that this turned out to be much heavier than I ever expected. That's something to consider here. That is definitely something to take into consideration, because the idea was to get a portable chest safe that would be part of your grab and go kit, right? Or if if you're like me and you have these used Pelican cases, this thing might just sit inside of a Pelican case with wheels and handles. So if you need to grab and go, all you have to do is, I mean, it'll roll like a suitcase, which will be very helpful. Very, very helpful, because it is heavy. I think this is close to 50 pounds. Whoa. Shoot. Holy moly. So, man, let me just kind of put these away. I'm just going to pull this out. Now, I did also notice that the fire rating on this particular safe, holy crap, guys, make sure you're in shape, huh? On this particular guy, happens to be much higher than it is on the, let me see how that looks on camera. Oh, that's good. Much higher than the fire rating for those Sentry safe, small and medium sized guys. I mean, look at it. It even says right there, 2 times the fire protection of standard cases. So this was rated for a higher temperature and a longer duration. I believe it's 1700 degrees for 1 hour. And the Sentry safe small and medium chests were only 1550 degrees for half an hour. So as you can see here from the picture, it it is like a briefcase, right? It's much larger, right? It holds a letter, A4, and legal size documents flat. So that is why I chose this one. But the weight is now a different consideration. So, oh, much heavier, right? Much heavier than what I expected. So let's see, how do we get this guy open here? Let me see. Pull out the Swiss Army knife again. All right. You can also even just use a key to like rip tape, guys. It's not even. That's all you got to do right there. You know. All right. So here we go with the unboxing. Oh wow. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Important. We're so excited. Our goal: problem stalling. Call us first. Okay. Great. So here's the Honeywell safe. Okay, it does have some keys and an instruction booklet, so it's not a combination guide. Now let's talk a little bit about like the thought process here. Let me share with you my thought process. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, this is not light at all. But I mean, what safe is light, right? Oh, woo. Man. Okay. Wow. So it's got these clasps. Let's open it up here. Oh, does it arrive locked? It might arrive locked. So let's turn the key. There we go. Lift it open, and there we are. Oh, that's very cool. It's got. This might actually come in handy. I don't know if you guys reuse these just to help with moisture protection for your firearm, for your ammo. I reuse those a lot. Throw them in your ammo cans. All right. So here's the true test. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, like a glove, guys. Perfect. Okay, great. So, yes, what is my thought process? What's my reasoning here? Okay, so if you're evacuating because of a fire and you have time to grab your go kit because you're home, this should be in your go kit. And that's why I recommend getting yourself one of those Pelican cases with the wheels and the handle, or any other kind of suitcase might work. But you can find those Pelican cases for very cheap when you find them used online on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, etc. And yeah, so right, it lives as part of your evacuation kit. Now, what happens, right? You have to also say, well, what if you're not home to grab this stuff? Well, that's where your fire rating and fire protection and water protection are really going to come into play. Because this is basically, I mean, what I'm preparing for here is the absolute worst case scenario where a fire happens and I'm not home, right? So if a fire happens and I'm not home to evacuate, I can at least have some assurance that I at least did what I could to reasonably protect my things with a fire safe like this. And then you have this double layer of protection with your document bag. So even if this approaches its limits of fire protection, either by temperature or for duration, right? Like I said, 1700 degrees at 1 hour. You then have a second line of defense with your document bag. So, you know, whatever's inside of here is extra protected. Now, what I did is I bought a few of extra of these, and I'll make another video where I have some what I consider to be collectible firearms, which I will then place into a bag like this, which will then be placed into a safe like this. And I know this is probably really overdoing it, but I mean, this is what preparedness is all about, right? I have a plan to save all of my Capital One shopping rewards points so I can purchase a very large fire/gun safe, where I can then put this fire safe with this fire resistant document bag inside of a large fireproof safe. So now I have triple the protection, Because again, it's a worst case scenario of, like we saw with these fires in the Palisades and around Los Angeles recently. The fire department cannot get there in time. Everything is burning to the ground, guaranteed, right? And I don't know how long it takes for that fire to do that, but if it takes more than an hour, well, then I've already hit my limit for my first layer of protection here. So if you have a safe within a safe, triple layer protection, and that's what I'm going for. Now with this, I have a double layer of protection, and in any other normal circumstance, let's say there wasn't a major fire breakout with the high winds, and now this where I live is inaccessible, meaning the fire department will absolutely not get to it. Chances are more likely than not, your fire department will get to your house fire or your apartment within a reasonable amount of time. But again, that is not something you can actually depend on, right? As we saw with the Palisades fire, they ran out of water. The wind was too strong. Nothing could happen. They couldn't get their air support for the fire with the fire retardant materials to put out the fire from the air. So that's why I'm thinking like triple layer fire protection, guys. So that's what I got. This is the Honeywell 1104. It's large enough. Oh, that's nice. It's got the little cushiony open so you don't slam your fingers. That's a guarantee, because even the lid felt very heavy. This is a 50-pound thing, guys. Now it's locked, right? And I may not necessarily want to keep it locked because I don't think the lock is going to have any fire protection, right? And I've seen some demo videos on YouTube where people have actually burned these on purpose just to test it and see what happens, where this whole front piece and these clasps, right, get essentially just burned, melt right off, which exposes the locking mechanism. I mean, it's a simple hook lock inside of that, basically, is all it is. So in the event of a fire, if you recovered this post fire, having the key is not necessarily like gonna make it or break it for you. And if someone were to break into your house, right, and steal this, I mean, the key is not really gonna help protect you from that. You know what I mean? That's a whole other thing, right? I'm not. My focus here is like fire and water protection in a worst case scenario. So that's it, guys. That was my unboxing video. This is the safe I decided to go with. I'm actually very happy with it, specifically because that fireproof document bag can fit flatly inside of it, and I have room. Let's just open it up again to show you guys, right? You got room for other preps now. How do you open this? These are funky. Oh, I see. There's a little push button on the bottom. So did I lock it? Yeah, I locked it. Right. So now, boom, right in here. And again, I have a couple extra of these. I want to put a couple of my collectible pistols in there and then place them in here. There's not actually that much room. I probably only have room for one additional document bag like this for a couple of, and I could, you could fit a couple of pistols in here, right? You could see it depending on, I mean, they're Glock 19s is what they are, but I'll show you guys. I'll make a video. They're Trump Glocks, all right? Call me crazy, whatever. Once you see them, I think you'll see what I mean by how they're collectible they are. I have one 43X too. That's supposedly a one-of-a-kind design. It's not that the design is one-of-a-kind, but it's only a one-of-one made on a 43X, and the production run put that design actually on the Glock 19s. So I think I could fit all three in here. Obviously, you can't fit it with the Glock case, but I'm not concerned about the case because I'm just concerned about preserving those pistols. So putting them in the bag inside of a safe, and then eventually putting that safe inside of a larger safe. That's my plan. It's maximum fire protection. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.